Tottenham Hotspurs haven't been at their really best in the recent times. Recent times because despite having a very good manager in the form of Jose Mourinho and very good players like Heung-min Son, Harry Kane, Hugo Lloris and Steven Bergwijn and the promising youngster, they haven't been at their really best. I'm not a Tottenham fan, but I think it makes sense to start a FIFA 21 career mode with Tottenham Hotspurs because they are such a good squad, they are a top team, they have top tier manager and I think they have potential of winning the league. They are desperately in need of a lot of trophies and with a couple of signings I think we can make it happen. We can make Spurs champions. So now without wasting any time, let's just start our very first managerial career mode with Tottenham Hotspurs in the Premier League. So here we are on the verge of managing Tottenham Hotspurs. Around about 92 million left in the bank for Tottenham Hotspurs in the transfer budget. I think that's a fairly decent amount of money for a club like Tottenham Hotspurs and I'm pretty sure that we can sell some players that we don't need to get that extra cash and use them for signing some good players. Also guys, I have to say that I was very tempted because I wanted to play Tottenham Hotspurs in the Champions League, but as you guys know that they failed to qualify for the Champions League last season as they not even finished in top 4, so we have to play Europa League and kind of a bummer, but you know what, let's just play the Europa League with the first season and then qualify for the Champions League. I mean that is going to be more realistic and more challenging. For now I'm just concentrating on selling players and maybe getting in some quality players in those lacking positions, but I don't think we're going to participate in any of these pre-seasons because man, as a very first managerial job for Jose Cruz, we have got a very big challenge ahead of us managing such a big club like Tottenham Hotspur, so I don't think I'm gonna participate in any of these seasons, so yeah, I'm just gonna skip it. And there it is, Jose Cruz signs for Tottenham Hotspurs as a manager. Yeah man, I have to say that I'm really nervous for it because it's a big challenge to manage a club like Tottenham Hotspurs. Also look at those emails from the captain, from the executive and from the board. I mean, this has genuinely set me nervous because we need to have nerves of steel because guys, you know, it's our very first managerial job and managing Tottenham Hotspurs and also playing them in the Premier League is gonna be a big task and we have a very big season ahead of us. So you guys know that to become successful we need to analyze our positives as well as our negatives. So here is a squad. Hugo Lloris, 33 years of age, I'm keen on keeping it. He's gonna stay. Gazaniga, a proper replacement for Hugo Lloris. I mean he's a bit low in his rating but I'm sure he'll go up in the coming years. And Danny Rose, 29 years of age, I'm not too keen on keeping him. His contract is also expiring in the next 12 months, so I'm gonna add him in the transfer list for that extra bit of cash. Sigurdsson, see, I'll be honest with you guys, I need to make very good signings this season, so I'll bring him back from Germany and probably sell him for a fair bit of money, around 15 to 20 million. Ben Davies will stay. Sergio Reguilon, that is our main man in that left back position. Sergio Reguilon is very important for the season, so Ben Davies can be a backup for him. Davinson Sanchez, I can't say that he'll start regularly for us, but I can promise that he is going to be a very good player for that rotations role. Johan Foyth at Villarreal, so I'm just gonna not disturb him and you know what, let him get the minutes he wants, and anyways if you bring him back I'm not gonna give him any minutes because we are on the verge of signing some world class players, so let him stay there and hopefully he can come back next season with a boost in his rating and all, so we can actually use him in the Premier League. Tanganga is here. I can loan him out or probably sell him, but I just want to develop him here at Spurs, so Tanganga is staying. Eric Dyer is gonna stay, another young talent. Toby Alderweireld, man, I mean this is the point of discussion because 31 years of age, I know that from next year his value is going to depreciate a lot, so you know what, I'll probably sell Toby Alderweireld. I know a lot of you are going to be very annoyed with this decision, but yeah guys, I mean this is the right decision. You know, from next year his value is going to depreciate a lot, so if we can get something out of Toby Alderweireld, it's only this year we can do that. So yep, he's going out of the club. Serge Aurier, 27 years of age, decent right back, he's gonna stay. Matt Doherty, another new addition to this London club. Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, he's also a very nice player, so I'm keeping him. Moussa Sissoko, man, 30 years of age, He's a very good player, don't get me wrong, but I don't think that I'll use him that much because we've got players like Ndomble, who is very very young, and another relatively young player like Højbjerg, so I'm just gonna take the cash and probably run away. Harry Winks, I'm not too keen on keeping him because we have many midfielders, and I'm looking to start Dele Alli and maybe Giovanni Lo Celso, and we also have Tanguy Ndombele, so Harry Winks is out of the club as well. I'm gonna sell him. Heung-min Son, things you'll have to see, the Korean star, he's gonna stay at the club. Steven Bergwijn, another young talent, signed from PSV last season, is also gonna stay. Tanguy Ndombele, as I said, Lo Celso, both of them gonna stay. Getson Fernandes is on loan, but I don't think that I'm going to use it that much. Dele Alli, man, I don't know, a lot of, like, in real life, of course, a lot of people are very keen on selling him to PSG, or he wants to go to PSG, he is not a regular starter, or he's not consistent, or whatever the issues are faced by Dele Alli. I think this is a proper attacking midfielder. I mean, I want to play Dele Alli as a proper attacking midfielder, and maybe he has a bit of dip in his form, but we are going to bring Dele Alli back as he used to be in 2017 and 2018 and probably make him a Spurs legend. So Dele Alli is not going anywhere. Eric Lamela, I don't think that I'm going to use him too much, so he's on the transfer list as well. Another interesting approach from Gareth Bale. Although he's on loan from Real Madrid, he's probably going to expire next season, but I think 30 years of age, we have option to buy it, but I don't think I'm gonna buy him because, guys, next season his stats are gonna go even bad and his value is also gonna depreciate, obviously. But let's use him for the season and let's see what he can do for the club. If he does better, hopefully we'll think to sign him. Lucas Moura, another legend. You know that what he did against Ajax in the UEFA Champions League semi-final 2018-2019, so he is staying. Vinicius, decent backup for Harry Kane, probably the only striker who can back up Harry Kane. Harry Kane, absolute legend, Tottenham Hotspurs, gonna stay. He's not going anywhere. So we have managed to list all these players at the transfer market, and let's just see if we get any fair offer for them. If I get a fair offer for these guys, I'm probably gonna sell them. There you go, a message from the team's captain Hugo Lloris. Greetings boss, on the behalf of the whole team, I wanted to welcome you to Tottenham Hotspurs. I mean, I'm really excited and nervous at the same time, so I'm just gonna say that the future is exciting. There you go, a transfer offer for Danny Rose. Borussia Dortmund has apparently come up for him for 10.5 million, and I think it's a fair amount of money, man, for someone like Danny Rose. I'm just gonna accept it. I'll really be glad if the deal goes through. Another offer coming in for Moussa Sissoko from Sevilla, from Spain, and it's a 17.5 mil offer. I mean, fair offers, man. We're getting really fair offers. First for Danny Rose and then for Moussa Sissoko. Again, I'll be glad if both of these players are out of the club because I don't think I'm going to use any of those transfer listed players much. So I'm just looking for that extra cash. Things you love to see. A transfer offer coming in for Harry Winks from Brighton Hove Albion. I mean, they are ready to splash around 35 million on Harry Winks, and I think that's a fair sum of money for someone like him, so I'm gonna accept it. I just hope that this deal goes through and Harry Winks probably agrees with the wages that Brighton have offering them, because when we face Brighton, and it's gonna be a weird situation when we face Brighton, but that's alright. I mean, it's a part of the game, it's a part of business. Look at that, guys. We have managed to sell Sissoko, Winks and Danny Rose for a fair bit of money, and I think we've got much money left in our bank. There you go, 140 million, around 142 million, so we have a lot of money to work with. So coming on transfers, looking at the position, the players that we desperately need in the positions are midfielders and probably a centre back, because if Alderweireld is gone, we can't really rely on Dyer and Davinson Sanchez, so we might need a world-class centre-back there, and also we need midfielders, man. I mean, I just can't leave it all on Ndombele and Dele Alli and players like Højbjerg, but yeah, we need some midfielders, also some centre-backs, so thinking of midfielders and centre-backs. So we have negotiated with Samuel Umtiti, and there you go, Samuel Umtiti is officially now a Tottenham Hotspurs player. This is the big offer from Chelsea. Wait, what, like 51 million for someone like Toby Alderweireld? I mean, fair bit, man. Frank Lampard is looking to splash all the cash. I mean, even after signing Timo Werner, Hakim Ziyech, Edward Mendy and players like Kai Havertz, they are not stopping. I mean, Roman Abramovich, which is Chelsea, is always splashing cash this season. So I think we're going to accept it, because next season he will not even be valued at around 30 to 35 million. So that's very low. But we are getting 51 mil for Toby Alderweireld. I think that's fair. So there you go, guys. Toby Alderweireld has been sold to Chelsea. Our main rivals Chelsea. I mean, I don't know what did I do there, but I had to do it, because 51 million for the 31-year-old Toby Alderweireld. I just couldn't reject the offer. I mean, I just want to see the London derby right now, because facing our ex-player in the London derby is going to be very tough and very emotional as well, but that's how it works. So here is the final report for Houssem Aouar. He's 82 rated. He'll probably cost us around 100 mil. And Marcel Sabitzer will probably cost us around 75 to 80 mil. So I don't know what really to do. I really want to try Marcel Sabitzer, although a very young talent from a very promising Austrian from RB Leipzig. So bit of a confusion here. 112 million left in the bank. I mean, these are the midfielders we need to choose between. All of them are world class. It's just that Houssem Aouar and Sabitzer will take a bit of time, probably 1 or 2 seasons, to show their actual potential and what they can do on the pitch. But Paulo Dybala, man, I mean, the links of the links of Dybala to Tottenham Hotspurs have been absolutely outrageous. So I know he's gonna cost us a lot of money. So let's just see that if we can swap a player and probably get him for cheap. I mean, that's the plan for right now. So if we can pull this off, it's gonna be a very huge deal for both Juventus and Tottenham Hotspurs, because they are going to get relatively a lot of money. So he's currently valued at around 123 million, 123.5 mil, and we have around 118.5 mil left in the bank. So, and how about trading Højbjerg for Paulo Dybala? I mean, this is gonna be a rough one, man, because Højbjerg is going to be very important for the club. Also, we've got Eric Dyer and Tanguy Ndombele who can play in that position. So I don't think that we are going to play Højbjerg that much. And I mean, sacrifices has to be made, man, because we don't have money to sign Dybala. So, and I don't even know if they'll accept the offer. But yeah, man, if this deal has to go through, I mean, Højbjerg is the only option we have. We can swap Højbjerg for Paulo Dybala, and after swapping him, we're just gonna give him sum of 110 million, sell-on clause of 25%, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, and 110 million with a sell-on clause of 25% for Paulo Dybala in return. I mean, come on, Juventus, that's a fair deal. So we just have to accept it. And no, they want 189 million for Paulo Dybala and don't want work with it. So I'm just gonna end the negotiations, all the drama and everything. Paulo Dybala is not coming to Tottenham Hotspurs. I mean, you know, guys, what? I'm just gonna wait for a couple of days or couple of weeks. So maybe if we can increase the transfer budget by selling in more players like Sigurdsson and all, as I told you, we can probably pull off the Dybala deal. So for now, we're gonna keep it shut and we're not gonna sign any players for now. Hopefully, at the transfer deadline day, or probably a few days before the transfer deadline day, we can get Paulo Dybala, but there's no chance we're getting him right now. Okay, so Lamela has been sold to Napoli, and we look at our budget. We have got around 154 million left in our bank, and I hope that's enough for Paulo Dybala, although I'm not sure about it. Let's try and go again for Paulo Dybala. You know what, I'm gonna offer Højbjerg and a transfer fee of 140 million. This is a fair deal. Okay, they're gonna take some time to think about it, and the Paulo Dybala's transfer is, I can't say it's gonna happen, but probably they're gonna reject it. That's why they walked away. But I mean, hopes are up. We still have chance to sign Paulo Dybala, so fingers crossed. Now with the Paulo Dybala's deal on hold, we've got our first game to play against Aston Villa at home at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So we can't really say much about the Dybala deal. It's really complicated. It might go through, it might not. So I think I'll leave it here for the episode 1 of the Tottenham Hotspurs FIFA 21 challenge career mode here, and I think the next episode you will see the game against Aston Villa and probably other Premier League games, and also the big suspense of what will happen to the Paulo Dybala's deal if we sign him or if we don't sign him, who will be his backup if we don't sign him. So all that I'll keep it for episode number 2. So make sure you tune in for the second episode of the Tottenham Hotspurs career mode on this channel, and stay safe. Peace.